Hi friends, welcome back to our YouTube channel. So in this video, I will discuss the TCS NQT 2026 coding question which was asked on 20th May 2026. So friends, basically if you have exam scheduled further or if you are 2027 pass out by, then must go through this. Okay, besides that, you can also follow our playlist where I have covered almost every shift coding questions of 2026 as well as 2025 coding questions. So if you want, you can go through that. Now let me discuss the coding question which was asked on 20th May 2026. So this is the latest question. So question 1 was related to grad band analysis and talking about the difficulty level. So for this shift particularly, the difficulty level was easy to medium, not hard. Okay, I can also say easy means just little bit medium. So what was the question number 1? This was the grade band analysis. So question was a teacher assign grade to the students based on certain conditions or based on certain grading system. So there they have clearly mentioned the range and grade accordingly. For example, marks range is 90 to 100. If the marks range is 90 to 100, then the grade will be A. If 80 to 89, grade will be B. And further, so if the less than 49 or 0 to 49, then it will be fail. So this was the things. Now there are some edge cases they have given that if the marks less than 0 or greater than 100, then it will be invalid marks. So this is the things, the edge cases we have to keep in mind. And after that, the task was to count the number of students in each grade band. Okay, so you have to count the total number of students in each grade band and print the grade band having the maximum number of students. Means you have to print the that particular grade band which have the maximum number of students. So this was the complete question. So I will suggest friends, uh, okay, let me just discuss some more points. So third condition was there: if all students have invalid marks, print X, which also gonna your edge cases handling. And if multiple bands have the same maximum count, then print the higher priority band using the following priority. Means if the multiple band having the same maximum count, like the band A, band B, both have the same maximum count like 4, then you have to print according to the priority order. And the priority order they have clearly defined, that is A greater than B, greater than C, greater than D, E, F and X respectively. So this was the questions. Friends, I will suggest pause the video, take the screenshot and try to solve by yourself. If you are able to solve it, then you can go through it. Now this is the input format. So input format was first line contain the an integer which will denote the number of students, and second line will contain an space separated integer representing the students marks. मीन्स पहला लाइन जो है नंबर ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स कितना है, सेकेंड में सिंपली स्टूडेंट मार्क्स का डिनोट करेगा, एंड आउटपुट में सिंपली आ भाई यू हैव टू प्रिंट द ग्रेड बैंड विद मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स. सो आपको सिंपली प्रिंट करना है द ग्रेड बैंड विच हैव मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स, दैट्स इट. नाउ देयर आर सम कंस्ट्रेंट्स यू हैव टू कीप इन माइंड, लाइक n should be between 1 and 10 to the power 5 and minus 10 to the power 5 marks to 10 to the power 5 marks. These are the constraints you have to follow while coding. Now let me give some input scenario. For example, if you are taking the 7, means 7 number of students, you have to take corresponding marks. So these are the marks of corresponding students. Now you have to basically print the band counts and having the maximum all those things. So if you gonna count all those stuff, so 95 it will come in band A, 87 B, 92 band A. Why band A? Because if the range is between 90 to 100, they have clearly mentioned if the range between 90 to 100, then you have it should be in band A. So you have to just count the total number of students in each band, isn't it? They have clearly mentioned the scenario. So if the marks range is 90 to 100, this should be in grade or band A, and correspondingly you have to basically print those values. Okay, so 45 it will come into fail category, 55 E category, and corresponding band category will theirs. Now you have to count the total number of bands. So if you want to count the band A, means total number of students which came in band A, so you can clearly see here 95 and 92. These all will come in band A. Similarly, band B, again band for band B 87 and 82. And correspondingly, you have to basically count that. And since A and B both have maximum count 2, which they have clearly said that if both have same band count, then we have to print according to the priority. So A greater than B, so output will be what? A. Got it? So simply you have to print the maximum band count. That's it. For example, if you will go through this scenario, then you can print some edge cases handling, like if minus 5, so all marks are invalid, isn't it? Because minus 5, 130, minus 8, 101, 150. So it is greater than 100 as well as less than 0. Okay, so they have clearly mentioned these are the edge case you have to handle. Okay, so many of the candidates saying that I am able to pass almost every every test cases. वो must comment here कितने number of test cases आपने exam में pass किया था. Okay, I think these were the quite simple questions, so most of the students able to pass. Okay, the main things is how to take input. If you don't know how to take input, then it will be a quite tough task. So I will suggest search here learning with Ram how to take input, or TCS you can write, then you will get the complete videos. Just follow that who have exam for the especially 2027 batch I'm focusing, because almost these are the biggest scenario how to take input in string based questions and the number array based question. This is the one the universal video, you should go through it. Now coming to the solution, so what is the, could be the solution? So first of all, I am declaring the iostream vector. Remember, you can also directly use hashtag include bits std c++.h, that is also supported in TCS NQT exam. Now using namespace standard, taking declaring the temporary variable and taking that input which will represent the number of students. Now declaring the count accordingly. So for your time being, just I have declared the count 7 and initialize with the 0. Okay, and I equal to 0 to I less than n. Sorry, this is means not a temporary variable or in general variable. This is the why I'm declare or creating the array with count 7, because the total bands are 7 na? That's why I'm creating the 7, because from A to this X, so E till E5, F will be 6 and X will be 7. So that's why I'm creating the array of size 5 and initialize the count value with 0. Now I will just take the input, and accordingly I will handle the cases, like if marks greater than equal to 90 and marks less than equal to 100, count 0 plus plus. Else if marks greater than 80, count 1, which will represent the B, and correspondingly I will basically do it. And the last condition, else count 6 plus plus. Now here I'm going to create a array, means character array, where I will represent the basically band. So band A, B, C, D, E, F and X bands are there. And next I will create the maximum index equal to 0 for tracking the maximum count values, and I will just traverse it for int I equal to 1, I less than 7. If count I greater than count of max index, then max index equal to I. mean simply आपको update कर देना maximum index value, and you have to just print out the grade of the maximum index. So that's its friend, means here I'm printing the band which have maximum index. Why I'm doing here like max index equal to I, updating those value, because you have to check ना that कौन सा वही बैंड में सबसे ज़्यादा है. So here I'm just keeping the track of maximum band and I will just print out. Okay, so friends, I hope you got it the solution. Let me go to the online compiler and show you. Okay, so here I have already written the code for this. Now if I'm taking the 7 and this value, then you can get, means the same thing whatever the things I have discussed in the questions, same things I am doing here. So taking the total number of students as 7, taking the marks of students, so the maximum marks will be the band AY, because this will become into 95. Okay, so that's the thing, means you have to print just the band values. Okay, so print the grade band with maximum number of students, kitne bhai maximum number of students hai, so accordingly I am printing here. So I hope you get the clarity why are the band A I am printing, because the 95 and 92, so two students have are coming in band A, isn't it? So that's why I'm printing here band A. If you gonna take some other values, like if I'm taking the number of students as 5, or taking the values as 34, 34, means these all came in fail category, and 56, 98. So 2 and 5 show most of the students are coming in fail category. So this is the reason. I hope you got the clarity. Now let me discuss the Java solutions. Friends, if you got the C++ solution, if you got the logic, then it is quite easy to solve in Java, Python or any language. The main thing is you have to grasp the logic. So here I am declaring scanner is equal to new scanner system.in for taking the input, taking n, which will denote the number of students and count values, and I equal to 0 to I less than n, end marks, and taking those values, and same things I'm applying the conditions and keeping the track of the grades of the students which having, or simply band of the students which having the maximum number of occurrence, and accordingly I wanna print that. Friends, I know little bit I am faster because this question was not that much lengthy. Okay, so must comment here whether you want more, means the video in more slower speed, then I will discuss. Okay, but since I'm not giving more focus, because these were the quite easier questions. Coming to Python, same things I'm doing the else elif conditions and applying those. Yeah friends, in TCS many of the students might think that whether I will give difficult questions and all those things. So especially I am saying to 2027 pass out friends, start first preparing with the basics questions, move the level little bit. Okay, and just go through the playlist which I have covered, and go through the preparation material which I already share in the WhatsApp or Telegram group. So if you are not in the group, must join that. Okay, that will be really helpful for you. Now let me move to, so for the other shift coding questions you can go through it. For the roadmap you can also go through it, array based coding questions and all those shifts I have already created. Now second question was a little bit trickier, okay, and this was the good question. So must comment here how many number of test cases you able to pass it. Okay, so what were the questions? A restaurant has n food items presented by an array where each element denotes the preparation time of food item in minute. मीन सिंपली आपको एक array दिया हुआ है जिसमें each food item का corresponding time which is required to prepare that particular food in minutes is given. Now a threshold value t is given. So item is considered a quick order item if the preparation time less than equal to t. मीन्स आइटम को हम लोग कब करेंगे कि ये क्यूक ऑर्डर आइटम है इफ द प्रिपरेशन टाइम इज लेस देन इक्वल टू टी, मीन्स विच विल बी द आवर थ्रेशोल्ड वैल्यू. सो फॉर एग्जांपल मैं क्या बोलूँ कि अगर क्यूक ऑर्डर आइटम कैसे होगा, सपोज थ्रेशोल्ड वैल्यू कोई आइटम का वो 10 मिनट में भी आप लोग बना सकते हैं. मीन्स इफ यू कैन प्रिपेयर दैट इन 10 मिनट्स एंड इफ द प्रिपरेशन टाइम इज 5 मिनट्स देन it is a quick order item. So that's the things in question they are saying. Now your task is to find the longest continuous streaks of quick order items. So you have to basically find not the longest order item but longest continuous streak of the quick order item. So I know those who are doing coding question, you got the clarity. You can either do the two pointer approach or other approach. Okay, so what are the things, other things they have mentioned in the question, that if multiple streaks have the same maximum length, choose the first according streak. Now print the first value of longest streak, print the number of quick order item in that streak, and print the last index of that streak. So you have to basically print three values. First is the value of longest streak kya hai, then the number of quick order items in that particular streaks, and the last index, means which should obviously be a zero based indexing, and you have to print that value. Now what is the input format? So first line contain an integer n which we denotes the number of food item. Second line you have to take the n space separated integer which will represent the preparation time, and third line will contain the threshold value, that is the t. So you have to just apply the condition by checking the logic that whether that particular item is less than, or the preparation time for that particular food is less than the threshold value, then accordingly you have to print it. So what is the output format for printing? You have to print three space separated values which will denote the first value of streak, then streak length and last index. So these three value you have to print first, then streak length and the first value of streak. So this is the things, and these are the constants you have to keep in mind. Now friends, I'll again say pause the video, take the screenshot of the coding questions, pause the video and open any online compiler and try to solve it. If you are able to sort it out, nice. If you don't able to sort it, come to the video again and go through it. Okay, now let me discuss the coding questions. Before that, let me discuss the inputs and output scenario. For example, if you are taking the input n and these are the corresponding item, so the things which means the threshold value here is 4, so you have to print those value which is the quick order item. So explanation you can just read through it. I'll provide all this PDF material in my WhatsApp group, so you can follow that. For example, threshold here is equal to 4, so you have to find out what are the quick order item. So you can see the quick order items since 4, so it should be less than that. So 3 will be quick order item, 2 will be quick order item, 4 you can also consider quick order item, 1, 3, these all are quick order items. Okay, so 3, 2, 4 these all are quick order items. Okay, besides that 1 and 3 are also quick order item. Why? क्योंकि इसका प्रिपरेशन टाइम कितना है 3, 2, 4 और 1, 3 minutes, which is less than threshold value which is 4. So these are the tracks we are getting. Now we have to print the continuous streak ना 2. So streak जो है maximum किसका है 3. Okay, length 1 then 2, 4 length 2. मीन्स मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ कि ये 3 आपका क्यू ऑर्डर आइटम्स है, तो बट इसका लेंथ क्या है स्ट्रिक लेंथ जस्ट दैट इज 3 ना, बिकॉज दिस इज नॉट कंटिन्यूस, 7 इज नॉट क्यू ऑर्डर आइटम. सो 3 को भैया आप लीजिएगा. इसका स्ट्रिंग लेंथ क्या होगा 1. अदर जो है अपना स्ट्रिक आइटम है 2, 4 है. यू कैन टेक 8 बिकॉज 8 इज नॉट लेस देन 4 विच इज आवर थ्रेशोल्ड वैल्यू. सो 2, 4 नेक्स्ट आपका कैटेगरी आ जाएगा. isn't it? I think it might get entangled. So what actually I'm trying to do here is first range you will getting the 3, second range you will getting 2, 4. So this is the q order items, so that's what I'm writing here, and stick length for this is 2, and for 1, 3, why 1, 3? 1, 3 is also q order item because these value 3 is less than 4 which is our threshold value, and 1 is also less than 4 which is also our threshold value, and accordingly I am printing those value. So now what the things I'm gonna print here. So longest streak will be 2, 4 obviously, means if there are two items which having the same streak, then you have to print the first values now. So this will be the longest streak. Now for this longest streak the first value is 2, so first value I'm printing true, and count of those is 2. Okay, beside that you have to print the last index. So for this case our 4 means where is 4 happening? So 4 is at this index, basically the index number 4. If you will start means this is 0 based indexing, so 0 ये हुआ, then 1 2 3 and 4. So that's all things you're gonna print. So 2 2 4, 4 will represent the last index which you have to print, then you have to represent the count of value and what is the first value. So that's it. Similarly, you can go through the second example. Okay, now let me discuss the C++ solution. Friends, if you are liking our report, please support us. Your support is important. Continuing the solutions, so declaring the IOStream vector for taking the input, now taking the temporary variable n, taking the input, declaring the array of size n, and taking all those array value. Okay, now we have to take the threshold value. So these all three things I have taken: n, which will denote the number of the items or you can say things, then taking the array input, this is our second, and third, which is the threshold value. Now declaring the three variables like max len 0, because we have to print three value now, so max len 0, base start -1 initializing with it, and base end -1. Now current start -1, current lane 0. So I'll just traverse the loop I0 to I less than n. Now I will check if current value is less than threshold value. If it's so, then I will basically update those value of current start equal to I. So before that you have to check that current lane equal to 0. अगर current lane 0 रहा तो current start I हो जाएगा, isn't it? Otherwise I will just current lane plus plus and other things. This is for the tracking of maximum length of the streaks. So if current lane greater than maximum length, I will keep track of it, and I will also keep the track of best index for that particular मैक्सिमम लेंथ, क्योंकि भाई आपको प्रिंट करना है, मैक्सिमम स्ट्रिक तो है ही, खास मीन्स खास कर लास्ट इंडेक्स जो इसका या बेस्ट इंडेक्स है उसको आपको प्रिंट करना है. सो दैट्स व्हाट आई एम डूइंग हियर. else current lane equal to 0 means why I'm updating those current lane equal to 0, because if it is less than 0 then it is breaking our streak. अगर भाई ये आपका ये है 1 to 6 है, अगर ये थ्रेशोल्ड वैल्यू से कम अगर आ गया तो भाई ये आपका स्ट्रीक को तो ब्रेक करा ना. दैट्स व्हाई आई एम pointing it to means again initializing it to 0. So that's what I'm doing here, and I'll just print those value of the best start, max lane and best index. I hope you got the clarity. Okay, now let me go to the online compiler. So the things which I have discussed you, all the things I'm writing here, and if you will take the values of 10 means the first example, then you are getting those value. Okay, why? So 3 5 8 means this is gonna our maximum streak, and accordingly I am getting that. So जो भी मैंने जैसे आपको समझाया कि थ्रेशोल्ड वैल्यू के अकॉर्डिंग मींस 5 से जो भी कम रहेगा accordingly आपको वही वैल्यू लेना, and you have to print the maximum streak count and the last index of that value. I hope you got the clarity. Okay, so this will be our streak, maximum streak like 3 4 5 2 and 9. Accordingly I gonna print here. So coming to the Java solution. So for Java, same things, importing java.util.start, taking the input, taking the array input, checking those condition, whatever the things which I have just discussed, and I'm just printing those tracks value. So I hope you got the clarity. Now for Python solution, just refer to the PDF material which I have shared you. So I hope this video informative to you. So these were the coding question. Must comment here how many coding question you pass. And friends, keep practicing the coding question. Coding will play a critical role in placement. Like in every company, Cognizant, Infosys, Wipro or any company, coding question will be there. So focus on the coding. And कोई भी query है, feel free to ask her. We can connect on LinkedIn, Insta or anywhere, and you can ask your query there. मिलते हैं next video में. Thank you.